Hello, let me show you how you can create an agent leveraging DialogFlow Essential. To do that, you go to dialogflow.cloud.google.com and you will be routed to the DialogFlow Essentials dashboard. In this case, I can create a new agent and I will name it Agent February 11. Okay. Now, the next step that we're going to do is we'll leave this as it is with the default language and the default time zone. And I'll just click on create. It's going to create a new project in the backend linked to Google Cloud, and then I should be able to start setting up the intents. The intents is pretty much what the user wants to achieve with the agent, what it wants to do, or the response that it wants to retrieve by passing in some intents or some phrases in which you can train the agent, but we'll look that into more details. You can have a default welcome intent and a default fallback intent in case it doesn't identify or doesn't recognize your commands. So I'm just gonna go and create a new intent, and I will name this intent let's say setup appointment. Training phrases, in here I add the phrases to identify what I want to do. So I want to schedule an appointment for Friday at 3 p.m. Pretty simple. It will identify some default entities mapped to what I have passed. I will narrow this down further and I will say that, for example, Friday I wanted to link it to a date, so I'll use the default system date entity. And the same thing for 3 p.m. I will map it to a time entity. I will add a couple of more training phrases or what will actually know what we want to do. So I want to set up an appointment for tomorrow at 1 p.m. The same thing, I will narrow this down so tomorrow can be mapped to a date and 1 p.m. will be able to be mapped to a time. Next thing, as another phrase, let's say I want to schedule appointment for Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. I will do the same step. I will highlight Wednesday and map it to a date, and 9:30 map it to a time. That's it for now. I can add more training phrases so machine learning will actually capture them and prepare, but the agent model itself will learn as it goes for the different responses that the user provides. I can save the intent right now, and you will see that the actions and parameters will be populated with what I have given to it. So for example, we have dates and we have times. I can make them required or not. If I make them required, then it's going to prompt me if I don't provide in my phrase or in my intent the date or the time, and I can just input a prompt to capture that information. I will leave it as non-required for now. The next part is the response. In this case, this is a static response. If I want to provide a more dynamic one, like for example, I want to write to a calendar, or if I want to read information for a spreadsheet or any other type of Google services or external services, I will leverage the fulfillment, but that's an advanced topic that we won't cover in this video. For now, I'll just give it a static response. So I'll just say I'll say that's it. Your appointment has been set up for, and I will pass in here with the $sign the variables that we just defined. And I can just save it. The good thing is that as soon as I provide to my intent the training phrases and also the default response, the agent should be ready for testing. So if I just move to the right side, I can just give it voice commands, or I can just type in here and I will be greeted, and I can start just setting up my appointment. I want to set up an appointment for tomorrow at 9 a.m. As you can see, the default static response is given. That's it, your appointment has been set up at the given date at the given time. I can further personalize this. I can add more entities, more custom entities or default system entities, so I can have a better and a response that matches what it's being given. Now I should be able to interact with my agent, so I can go to integrations and I can just go ahead and I can create a new chatbot for it. This is pretty simple. I'll just choose where I want to share this with or who I want to share this with. In this case, it's just going to be for myself, just for starting purposes. And I can also further customize my bot. I can give it an icon or an avatar, add more description to it, but it should be straightforward. Right now it should be ready. The bot is live, and I should be able to find the bot if I go to chat.google.com and I look for my agent. So I would just look for the agent name here. In this case, agent FEV11. I can just message the agent right away, or I can add it to a room. So if I just click on message, I should be able to start the greeting process. And I can just tell it I want to schedule an appointment for Monday at 9 a.m. As you can see, the communication worked so far with the dialog agent, and I got the response. That's it. Your appointment has been set up for the given date at the given time. I can further customize this, and I can actually schedule the appointment on a calendar by leveraging more advanced features. But as you can see, it has been quite easy to set up a bot and a chat agent with DialogFlow Essentials from Google. Thank you very much.